Deep within the mountain hold, the home of Dwarven kings of old, Ulrich Oric Barst the bold, legends buried, tales untold, gems like constellations glow, reflecting, pulsing veins of gold. Treasure more than could be sold lies deep within the mountain hold. Yet hidden, coiled in deathly slumber, a dragon guards its precious hoard. With breath of fire and roar of thunder, a grisly death awaits below.
Long ago, longer than any living soul can remember, the world was full of magic. Magic that touched every living thing in some way. It was neither good nor evil. It just was. But this is a tale of the embodiment of evil. A creature so twisted and cruel that anyone with sense would quake in fear at the mere mention of it. But then there are dwarves. Our story begins...
Stamp your feet and raise a pint to good old Bran's near deathly fight, where in the depths and with no light his mighty fist made dragons shite. Hey.
Oi, Auric, get down off that bloody table. You're making a damn fool of yourself. This isn't a holiday. You convinced me to come on this full adventure, chasing dragons and gold, and by grandfather's beard, you will take it seriously. Dragons! You might tell stories and laugh about them, but anyone with sense would steer well clear.
What can a measly dragon do against these mighty fists, Aerith, eh?
Burn you to a bloody cinder, that's what. Now grab your things, we're leaving. We don't have the coin to spend on a room, so we'll be camping out on the road again. You'll be the death of me.
Farewell, my giant friends. For humans, your ale actually wasn't half bad. Now I'm off to go punch a dragon and reclaim my ancestor's gold. When the bards are singing songs about me, remember. This was the first stop on Auric the Great's adventure.
As I was saying, our story begins with...
Wait! Master Dwarves, please!
What's this then? A pretty wee elf so far from home?
What do you want? And I swear if you Master Dwarf me one more time...
I didn't mean to offend. I just couldn't help but overhear you in the inn. You mentioned a dragon.
Aye, maybe I did. What of it?
Well, I'm a researcher from the Elderwood, and not to brag, but I'm a bit of an expert on dragons.
Oh, are ye? Well, laddie-da, let me just get out my trumpets and we'll start a parade, shall we? Maybe griffins will fly down from the frozen peaks of Durheim and...
Bloody hell, Auric. Do you ever tire of hearing your own voice? Let's hear what the elf has to say. Or are you really so dense that you don't think learning more about the ancient and deadly monster we're chasing would be a good thing?
Aye, well, when you put it that way. Fine, speak elf.
I can't believe it. You really know where to find a dragon. You must take me with you. I can carry my own weight, and I know more about dragons than anyone.
What kind of things?
What?
About dragons, what kind of things do you know? Is there a spot on a dragon that I could punch and make it explode? For example.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't know about that, but I know the dragon scales are weakest behind the joints and at the throat, and I know a lot more than that. Bring me with you, and my knowledge is yours.
What do you think, Aerith? I've never trusted elves, but knowing how to slay this beast could be worth tolerating one for a while.
Well, I'll be. You're actually asking my advice? Aye, the things he knows could be useful. What's your name, elf?
My name is Lauren. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Auric. And that's my sister, Aerith. It's funny how we all happen to be at the same inn and in the middle of nowhere at the same time. Ah, well. Let's get going.
Bloody dwarves, I bet Gandalf never had to deal with this. Oh, hello again. Where was I? Ah, yes. Our story begins with two dwarves, siblings. raised by their grandfather and told tales of their ancestral home. Once the pride of their people, now a bloody stain on their past. Tales of treasure and kings of old. Tales of a dragon. It's no wonder then that when they grew up they set out to find the mountain Hoard.
Where are we headed? Where does this dragon call home?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
I see. Well, will you at least tell me about yourselves? Where do you hail from? The northern strongholds? The great Undercity? You must have travelled a long way.
Aye, that we did. Where we're from doesn't matter. We left it all behind when we started this mad quest.
But why are you on such a quest? What could two dwarves want with a dragon?
Our grandfather was ancient. Would you believe that he lived for more than 1,000 years? We dwarves have long lifespans, no immortality like you elves, but even so, to reach past 1,000, the things he'd seen, and he'd tell us such stories. He was there during great wars, he witnessed the humans' arrival to these shores, he saw monsters and magics that beggar belief. But he's gone now. Though not before one final story. He told us of our ancestral home, of treasures beyond imagining. He told us,
Seek out our home. Slay the dragon. You two will achieve more than I ever did. If only you have the courage. The old man always knew how to tug at my beard. Could never turn down a challenge.
even one as suicidal as this, by the ancestors, in what kind of fantasy world can a tiny fellowship hope to defeat a dragon? But enough of this. Why are you here, Lauren?
Nothing as portentous as your story, I'm afraid. Well, I'm very young, and as a result my research isn't taken very seriously.
Aye, well, granted you do look quite sprightly, but all you elves look the same to me.
What Auric meant to say was, surely a few years' age difference shouldn't be such a problem.
But, well, I'm actually only 237 years old.
Only?
Unless you can produce something groundbreaking or unique, our academics won't respect anyone with less than 1,000 years to their name.
By the stone. Bloody elves. Who knew they were pretentious twits even to their own kind? Ha!
So you've left home to find something groundbreaking?
Exactly. If I could find a dragon, speak to it, or learn something new...
The only speaking we'll be doing is with our fists. Enough talking. We're not here to get chummy, and I won't be blubbering over your sob story.
Crystal ball, spears of old, reveal to me the hidden truth. Crystal ball, spears of old,
Edith,
reveal to me the hidden truth.
Are you seeing this
Crystal
too?
ball, spears
Aye,
of
I'm
old,
seeing
reveal
it,
to me
but I don't have the
hidden
foggiest
truth.
idea what
Crystal ball,
it is.
It's rude to whisper, stout ones.
Oi, who you calling stout?
Would you prefer short, small, tiny? Ugh, it's so difficult being in a new land and not knowing the etiquette. Though, I've never been a fan of etiquette.
Now listen here, you goat-faced...
Would you like me to read your fortune? Consider it my way of apologizing.
Is that what you were doing before, with the crystal ball?
Something like that, yes.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Some human witch, no matter how mystical and vague, can't tell the future. She's just trying to con us.
For an elf, you aren't very wise. Don't you want to know if you learn anything from the dragon?
What? She probably just eavesdropped on us further up the road.
Yes. Then I sprinted all the way back here and began my elaborate ruse. Your elf eyes are truly astounding.
I'm starting to like this witch.
Can you really tell our future? What's the catch?
Finally, the sensible one speaks. I can indeed tell your future, and the only catch is that I will know it too. You also may not like what I see.
I'm not afraid of some witch's fortune. Let us have it then. I already know what you'll see anyway. Mountains of gold and a dragon's miserable corpse under my boot.
This is ridiculous.
You sure about this, Auric?
At the very least, it'll be good for a laugh. On with it.
Crystal ball, spears of old, reveal to me the hidden truth. Crystal ball, spears of old, reveal to me the hidden truth. I see death. I see gold.
See, what did I tell you?
Blood pours and stains your gold. A song, Paraxis, Lord of fire, bringer of death, you go to your doom. The blood is yours.
Well, that was grim.
Auric?
Some meddling witch's fortune won't deter me. You can take that crystal ball and shove it. What is it with you witches and crystal balls, or mirrors, or brooms? Bloody hell, you couldn't even think of an original gimmick.
One more word, dwarf, and I will make you regret it.
Auric? Don't.
You're a goat-faced charlatan, a pox-ridden, ball-fondling, unoriginal hack. I'd sooner make love to a troll than share the same air as you. Begone, witch.
By the spirits and the darkness, I curse you all. May misery and misfortune follow you at every turn. May you never find happiness, even until your fast approaching demise.
Did she just turn into a flock of crows?
Murder.
What?
A murder of crows.
Oh, bloody hell. Auric, what were you thinking?
She got on my nerves. I couldn't help myself. I'm sure it was all just nonsense. And anyway, would you look at that? Our home.
The Great Mountain. That's where we're going.
Aye. Within those massive frosted peaks lies the mountain hold.
And our gold.
And a dragon.
I know you're coming, little dwarves. The gold, it sings to me, a song of fire and death. Come, claim your treasure, if you can.